Well, let's get into it, I guess. Yeah. Sorry I've been gone for quite a while. I figured I'd make this video. My family was out of the house, and, there's a quiet moment to myself. But, yeah. Why I haven't been streaming or doing anything or uploading videos or anything for a really long time, and I feel guilty about it. Yeah, I do. Um, uh, a lot of it just comes down to like anxiety and trying to deal with that all of the time. There's a lot of pressure on that, and like I'm not a large content creator, a large streamer, a large anything compared to some of the highest earning and highest viewer streamers in the area I stream in, but it's still a lot. 660 what 69 like followers. It's stressful sometimes because I used to have like not even I used to have not even 300, not even 200, and then to go from that to like half a thousand followers in under a year is incredible, but incredibly stressful as well. And especially learning to deal with my ADHD and learning to deal with my anxiety pretty much on my own and with the help of my therapist, it gets difficult to deal and realize when I'm stressed out and can't do what I'm supposed to be doing. Just take a breath. Yeah, I'm just working through a lot of that, and especially my fear of like getting doxxed, because I've been doxxed before and they were really unsuccessful because they were stupid and didn't know how to do it correctly. But like, it's anxiety inducing. I don't want people to know where I live. I don't half the time I don't even want people to know what state I'm in, what my name is, because I know my name's on my Twitter and stuff. But like, I don't want people to call me that. I don't want people to call me that and find out like what my age is and like weird shit like that. Cause like you're people on the internet, you don't fucking know me. You don't fucking know me unless I've like taken time and like become friends with you because we stream together, like become friends with you because you're my mutual. We don't fucking know each other, and like I appreciate people who have subscribed and people who have like followed me and stuff, but it's anxiety inducing to have this many people be around me and be near me and viewing me all the time, all of the time, and it's like I have to work on like realizing that it's okay to take a break sometimes because like I'm constantly like writing projects and like filming stuff and all of that, and sometimes I just realize I'm so burned out that I don't want to do anything but that because I feel like I'm letting everyone down if I don't. And like, I'm sorry for the joke in the beginning of my newest stream. I was like really, really fucking out of it. It wasn't right, but I joked about that, and um, I'll, I'll put what the joke was about in the comments. It was nothing bad. It was like a joke against myself, but there was no trigger warning, and I should have been better about that. And like, honestly, I've been in like a really dark place for a really long time, and just like learning to accept that has been a part of me for a really long time. It's like a really difficult process considering that like we've been in a pandemic and like I'm immunocompromised, my parents are immunocompromised, everyone I'm around is immunocompromised, so I've been by myself for almost 2 years. Like, yeah, I've been interacting with people in bits and pieces, but before that, I was everywhere all the time. And then for like 2 years, it's social isolation in like its highest form. And that's like something I still struggle with, even though I'm vaccinated. But the second Delta strain is around, and like it's a lot of it's just anxiety, and like I'm talking super fast. I'll try to add closed captions feature, but yeah, a lot of it is anxiety over like just being a public figure, and like I'm trying to get better at that as well. Yeah. Um, yeah. And just like a lot of anxiety over if I like mess up, what's gonna happen to me, because I don't want to pull it, but I'm a teenager. I'm trying to educate myself and trying to be the best person I can be, but I don't know everything. Like, I'm trying to get better at what I say and what I don't say, and I don't say a lot, and I'm glad I don't say a lot because of like stopping to say something, like stopping and thinking before I say something. Um, Sorry, my throat hurts a lot today. I apologize for like the constant throat clearing. Yeah. But I'm sorry I'm laughing so much. I'm like really fucking anxious, and I laugh a lot when I'm anxious. And just like the comments, I want to like take a moment to like say something about comments I get on stuff, cause like yeah, I'm I'm like a big man. I'm handling my own, but like people need to realize that comments about people stuttering and like things they can't control is like is like really it affects people a lot, whether you realize it doesn't, like you realize that it affects people or not. But as the people who's god darn it, as a person who's grown up around a lot of people with speech impediments, it does affect people all of the time, even if you don't think it does. And it's just like, oh, sorry, I was just taking a deep breath because I'm like actively hyperventilating. But yeah, just a lot of the comments you make are just disgusting. And I don't think you would say a lot of that stuff to my face or to other people's faces if you didn't have the power of anonymity, if you didn't have the power of not putting your face in front, you know what I mean? You wouldn't say that stuff, most of that stuff, honestly. And like, yeah, I have like considered just deleting everything and going faceless a few times because of like how much stress that just having my face out in the internet puts on me. But I realized that it would take away from like the just my entire like thing of doing makeup, because I like doing makeup. It's always been a part of me that I've liked doing, so I'm gonna keep it and stuff, but it's just, you know, yeah. And like I apologize for how much like my camera's shaking because my foot's under the table, just hitting the floor with my foot. Yeah. I apologize again, I'm like really anxious to make this video, even though I shouldn't be, but like, yeah. And it's like, I have more projects planned, I have more stuff planned, it's just a lot of things about waiting until I have materials that makes me anxious, because it feels like I'm gonna miss everything and forget everything, even though I'm not. I have it written down, why would I forget it? You know, there's just a lot of that part of thing that's stressful. A lot of it's just stressful. And that's okay. I'm starting to learn how to take care of that instead of letting it get to me. But like, it's stressful. And I've talked about this a lot with my therapist, and she's been helpful with it. They've been helpful with it, but it's a thing. And, you know, oh goodness, that was my foot. But yeah, like I said, I don't have a script, so I'm kind of just freeballing here. um, but yeah, and like, it's just been like a really nice ride, but a really hard ride to take. Um, I never thought becoming a content creator would take this much out of me, but like, I've had this dream since I was a little kid, so why would I give up on it if I've wanted this for so long? um, Honestly, it was creators like Corpse and like the OG, uh, like creators in the Minecraft fandom and like Five Nights at Freddy's and Markiplier and Jacksepticeye and like all of these people who kind of bolstered me into making these kinds of like videos and projects. And you know, it's process. It's the thing about patience. You don't just get everything immediately. It's patience. And like sometimes that patience is like really hard to deal with because you're like, why have I not been like chosen yet? You know, like why have I not been chosen by the people to like become famous? I don't want to be famous. I just want to be known. You know, I just want an audience of people to see what I do. I don't want to be famous. I'm fine with a couple hundred, couple thousand people who see this ever. You know, there's a lot of stress that's involved with this, and I wouldn't give it up for the world, but I should have thought a lot more about how I present myself and how I put together before I started streaming. And I hope to learn more as I build my platform and create and learn, especially with how I deal with anxiety and ADHD in a way that makes me comfortable and makes other people comfortable. Because at the end of the day, I have to also worry about other people as well as myself, and I have to get better at that. But yeah, I'll get back to content creating and streaming soon. It's a lot. See you later, and I'm so glad for this platform. Thank you.